Hello, my name is GregTech, and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. We are just right in front of the Eye of Harmony, and I broke the controller and replaced it. Because if you remember at the end of last episode, we were pretty low on the percent chance, as in 0% chance of working. And I think that's because I totally was off on the helium and hydrogen. Now, I'm assuming as you upgrade it, you're kind of like, it gets easier and easier. I'm assuming you kind of have a little bit of leeway. You do see that probability of the recipe succeeding and so on and so forth. With each tier you are over. So I do think it gets a little bit easier, but yeah, this is going to be something, trying to fully automate this, because we only can take about 1 billion of each. So trying to plan how we get only 1 billion in there, that is something. So I do think I'm going to may overclock this a little bit. We do like 4 or something like that. Oh, actually, is that? I was thinking it was going to go in there, but no, it doesn't. That has to go in the controller. Yeah, I guess we'll try this. We'll see. I'm not like right on the amounts. You can see I'm slightly over 1 billion, but the last one we were like 2.5 billion or something. I totally forgot to turn off the helium. So I guess let's get it turned on and we'll see. All right, so that is overclocked with the superbus. You can see it's only 1,000 seconds as opposed to 18,000. Now it's probably using more power. Yeah, it's using a little bit of power. Although, man, look at that. Only 20% chance. That is pretty low. Now, I don't know what happens when... Oh, I guess that used all the... helium and the hydrogen. So it probably won't go again. I need to... How am I gonna do this? I need... Like, is there any way to... Like, how can I see the amount of helium and hydrogen in the controller? I can't do like, oh, keep filling this and then turn off, because I don't think there's any way to do that. I'm like, I don't think like a storage bus or something on there is going to do anything. All right, that is 20%. Let's break that again. Well, there's no point in running all that power. All right, real quick before I do this, which space-time, the field generator is the one that determines the... I guess they're all called field generator, now that I'm looking at it. I never actually noticed that. I've always called it like time distillation, space-time compression, and the... that's funny. Increases the stability. And that's... So it's the... Of course it's the most expensive one. Alright, decreases the time required for the recipe by 50% per tier of block. And decreases... Oh, time dilation keep saying distillation. Time dilation. So that lowers the succeeding, and the stabilization field generator increases it. All right, so it's like you can't stack a whole bunch of, you can't, if you do like tier 9 of the time dilation, it's gonna screw that up. But I think I kind of want to get, if I possible, I want to get like the exact amount, 1 billion of each. So I think I need to, let me think how I want to do that. I was thinking like a subnet of some sort, but I don't know. That's a billion, and that's almost on it actually. It's slightly over. I don't want it slightly over though. I'm like, I don't know if there is like one, I could do like an exact amount. It's like even these about is, they're like not field or cell. There's cell. See, if I do like, you have to do 9 of those. So that'll be 900. All right, let me think about how I want to do this. I just want to see what happens if I have the exact amount in before I start worrying about how to get it in there. Yeah, I just want the exact amount. Okay, we are back. Now, this isn't my final build. This was literally me just trying to get a million or a billion of each. And what I actually did was just make some fake recipes, and that inserted that into a subnet, and then I piped the stuff in. And yeah, I just wanted to get that to 1 billion. Now, I don't think this is not a final thing. But yeah, I just wanted to see. Dang it, I was gonna throw more. Alright, so it is like literally like, if you like exact. Alright, okay. I'm just gonna break this and place this again. We're gonna do, I'm gonna do, speed this up. Just like, I am slightly worried that it's gonna just dump like just massive amounts of stuff in a, what about like an infinity chest? I just want to see that, what we're gonna get from this. We'll put that in there. Do I have a infinity chest extra anywhere? I don't think so. Where is it? Fine, I'll just craft up another one. I use like 1 million of these in one of those things uses infinity chest. I don't remember which one it was. All right. So I do wonder if it's like 32 liters or like 32 millibucks more millibuckets over. Is it gonna like freak out about that? All right. So basically, yeah. I'll just, so there. Helium, just to get this running, because in order to upgrade it, we're gonna need the white matter and the stellar stuff from it. So that is kind of the main thing I need right now, but I do, maybe I can just throw, yeah, maybe I can just throw like a, this is just totally testing stuff out. Don't think this is like the final build here or anything. All right, so I'm just going to do that. We'll do the output. No! Dang it! Well, that just ruined that. I forgot to turn it off. And it's not overclocked. I don't even want to look how bad that was. All right, well, that just screwed that up. Because that... Oh, wait. I bet you that was... Did that turn on when it was full? I think that was actually full. Ah, dang it. All right. I had it right. Of course. It didn't turn on. It turned on when we got 1 billion of each. All right. So that subnet, yeah. And then the infinity chest. That might take a second. Will it take a second? Yeah, just a little second. All right, there is the infinity chest. I just threw a storage bus at it. So we shall see. It's going to cancel these because they will never complete. I crafted up the UMV input hatches. Those are the biggest ones I can do at the moment. Eventually we will get humongous, but those apparently, I'm like, oh, I can do that. No, just kidding. I can't because I can't make these things yet, but we're close. I think we are close to this fluid. Universium. Not quite. We're getting close, I think. Was Universium? Was it the fluid and the... Oh. Can we really not get that until... Is Universium really not until T7? Alright. I guess we're farther off than I thought. So, UMV input hatches is the biggest I can do, I think. But it's relatively fast with these. Alright. So, we got that. Yes, 1 billion and 1 billion. Perfect. Alright, I'm just gonna... I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if I'm gonna blow any, like, blow stuff up. But there we go. 24. Let's see. Alright, well, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, that was something. That was funny. What was that? Who even knows how much power I just used? I don't know. Well, we have like 9 quadrillion. Quintillion. Billion, trillion, quadrillion. Yeah, 9 quintillion. Alright. See, the thing is though, like, how do I do this multiple times? But let's do this. We should have fluids in here. Alright, so we didn't... Oh, maybe I should have done... Oh. I just realized. I think it put all those fluids in that... No, maybe not. No, it didn't. I don't know where all that stuff went. Do we have... Let's do... What's the... Overworld. What's the name of this thing again? Alright. Condensed stellar. Let's see if we have that. Alright, we don't have that. Does this have it in there? Yes. Alright, so there is all the stuff. We got white dwarf matter, which is what we needed, and there is our condensed plasma mixture. So I thought that would have all gone into this, because this is linked. The storage bus. I needed a fluid storage bus, you dummy. There we go. All right. Well, that was easy. Just kidding. That wasn't super easy. So I guess I'm just like wondering like what other. I guess I can just do. Yeah, we'll partition it like that. And then if I do like the Nether or one of the other ones, I have no idea, to be honest. Like, is there's something like, I guess the white dwarf matter and the stellar plasma are kind of like the most important things, and it looks like those are exact same for each of these. It's just different outputs, and I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I specifically need. So, I don't think I'm going to be doing different things. Yeah. But man, how am I going to go? I'm not about to sit here and like do this every time I need to have it run. Obviously, it was just me testing. Guess I do feel like maybe doing it in a separate tank of some sort and then porting it in would be better. Just getting the exact amount is something. And we don't get, to be honest, we don't get a whole lot of molten white dwarf matter, so yeah, we're gonna like fill this. This chest is gonna get filled up really quick with stone dust. Oh, there it goes. Just one again. Okay, let's check what. I know I'm jumping back and forth here. It's silly, but all right. Well, that didn't even make a dent. Could I do? Thinking, I'm like, is there any way we can like trick AE into? Because that thing is almost. Like, if I do this hydrogen recipe, like, is there any way to trick it into crafting that up one at a time? I guess would be my. But how would I complete it? And I would need to make sure it doesn't run a second time. Like, I don't want it to run a second time before, like, the helium goes in or something like that. Because then it would just be off the whole time. It's good to know that it doesn't turn on until it gets the required gas, though. That's good to know. Like, it doesn't... Like, it's not failing right now because it's turned on and I don't have enough gas. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's gonna turn on. There it goes. Yeah. So stone dust needs to be... Like, 90% of this stuff is just garbage. Like, I don't even need any of this. Like, not a single one of those we need. Mica, eh. Rare earth, no. Oil sands, no. Soapstone. I literally don't need, like, any of this. Gold dust is sort of helpful, but I have billions. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, getting, like, massive amounts of resources is, I mean, 600,000 diamond dust, that's pretty funny. Oh, platinum. All right. I mean, stuff like platinum, okay, that's kind of nice. But all like most of the stuff we just get from our like 99% of the stuff we just get directly from, look at that, 13 million. 44 million iron. That's hilarious. Yeah, we just get from our space elevator. Obviously, when we improve the thing, we will get better. We'll be getting better resources. Look at that, 4 billion. All right, so I guess the question is, do we... Yeah, I need to get this automated before I start thinking about upgrading it, because what was the tier? The not stabilizers, which I don't know. Field generator. They're all called field generators. Which one's the base? These. All right. So it's like the checkerboard ones, which is actually, I think that's, yeah, that's actually, it's like the crude time is actually, these are kind of annoying. Yep, those fluid cell blocks are quite expensive. Is that... I'm trying to remember which one is worse. I think this one takes a bit longer. But if I wanted to do... Alright, so it's only 2 bolts. I guess the other question is, do I need to... Can I just skip tiers? I don't need to, like, go up the tiers, do I? Once we have white dwarf matter, can I just go to, like, 4? Okay, admittedly that... that makes you need 8 per thing. But, like, everything else is, I mean, relatively same. We just need more digital singularities, obviously. Alright, let me think about... Oh! Yeah, you're gonna need to at least craft it up, because then you're gonna have to scan it. Forgot about that part. Alright, so, got some things I need to think about here. Also, what am I gonna do with all this? This definitely needs to be in a subnet. And I don't even want to, like... Are we even gonna, like, deal with 90% of this stuff? Should I just void most of it? Or I could just do a whole bunch of digital singularities. And just not worry about it. I mean, that's definitely... That's definitely an option. Alright, so we got some things we need to think about here. The main problem is, how do we get this to... Wait. I'm just... If it doesn't turn on until it gets 1 billion, can't I just continue to fill it up, and then when it reaches 1 billion, it just starts over? I mean, they might get off, like, the actual amount might be off. It has to be pretty close, that's the thing. Alright. Maybe we don't have to, like, 100% maybe we don't need to stress too much about. Maybe like 90 or 80% would be fine. I mean, it's literally just using hydrogen and helium. Where'd the big giant ball go? It went away. Alright. Yeah, maybe I will do... How many? That's... 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Times 3. What is that? Oh, here we go. 81. Is that 81? I mean, 81 digital singularities. That is kind of a lot. All right, let me think about how I want to go about doing this, and we'll come back. Alright, we're trying something else. I'm just kind of curious. I don't think this is going to work, but maybe with it sped up so fast. It's putting in the exact same amount on either. Like, did that work? It did. I guess. They just have to be like the exact same. And we do actually have a decent amount. You know, I had a backlog, but there's no way we are producing enough of this. Like, that's not even close. So I might just let that run. It's going so fast, I'm not having time to see what the percent chance. Oh, but it is working. All right, well, there we go. It works. I feel like that's not the correct way to do that. Oh, well, there we go. We got plenty of stellar plasma mixture. All right, but the cool thing about stellar plasma mixture is that gives us access to the final tier of catalyst. And that opens up, I guess it's, yeah, that opens up, yeah, transcendent stellar catalyst. And that opens up the top tier recipes for us. But we don't get a ton of it from the thing, as we can see. But yeah, just kind of a crazy recipe. But like blocks of astral titanium are actually pretty slow still at this point. And that, yeah, that gets us, we can maybe start doing timepiece thing that we need. I think we get those from here. Shearbon. Oh, actually that, oh, these chronic singularities or something. Yep, those are something. But yeah, so many new things that we have opened up with the Eye of Harmony. All right, well, I might just let this run and it does. I think it's working. Like, I don't know. I'll probably turn it off here in a second. When our helium, yeah, because we're tearing through the helium, but you know we are producing it as we're working. But yeah, I'm sure we're gonna need space elevators dedicated just to like helium and hydrogen or something like that at some point. All right. Well, it does feel like it's working. I don't know if we're like wasting a lot, to be honest, because it's going so quick. I can't I can't see. I can slow it down a little bit, but it needs to be faster than it can fill up the stuff. That is hilarious. But it does seem like it's... Oh, I don't think it worked that time. Yeah, maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm going to let that run for a little bit. Kind of let it figure out what I want to do here. Any not questions, but any sort of suggestions, I am more than open to. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, and then we'll see. Maybe let's maybe do something a little different. Maybe the DTPF or something like that next episode. Maybe look at some of those new recipes. I would like to get that going. I would like to get it upgraded sooner than later, though, because we can start using it to produce power. Not that it seems to be using any power. But, all right, anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.